Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have an update on the previous video about the missing donations, which was titled, The Missing Donations, The Truth Behind the Narc ALERT, Part 2. I guess this is now, Update on the Missing Donations, The Truth Behind the Narc ALERT, Part 4. A lot has happened since the previous donation video. There's been some drama, some research, some confirmations, and some confessions. First, let's start with a quick clip from the Narc ALERT.
You know what I did this year? Oh, Amber, you know what I did this year? I fed a village in Peru. And then I helped a bunch of kids in Peru have a Christmas.
People with NPD traits have a sense of grandiosity and a craving for admiration, not a diagnosis.
You want to talk about a year, Amber? I've had a year too, okay?
We miss you, Snark Alert. If only we had known at the time how right you were. If you're interested in sharing your original videos, please contact us. Now, let's go over a few times Merc has mentioned the fundraiser and what the donations were for. February 7, 2024. Is it weigh-in Wednesday with Amberlynn?
And remember,
when you're an OB,
eventually I'm going to start pushing you guys for donations because I want to host a breakfast for the kids in the Amazon. So I need a big damn Discord. I need a big community to get money so I can go give it to those kids.
And you did, 1,881 Canadian dollars, which is about 1,361 US dollars today. Okay, so far, the money is just for the kids. No mention of anything else. February 14, 2024. Is Amberlynn lying about Valentine's?
Oh, here's one thing before we get into Amber. I'll tell you, I emailed this morning Dolly, who's the woman in charge of the Angels of the Amazon organization that works with the children and the women in the indigenous tribe in the Tawayo Valley part of the Amazon where we're going. My God, there's a lot of words. So I asked her about hosting. I said we would very much like to serve or cook or do something. We don't want to just, throw money at them.
Right. And how much money did you personally throw at them, Merc? Well, we will get to that.
And I said I would love to film it if that's allowed. And if it is, can you tell me everything, all the rules around that?
Because who doesn't love exploiting children? Oh wait, no one. Well, except maybe you and Foodie Beauty.
And I said I would actually like to have her on the channel and interview her. So I hope to hear back from her. And as we get closer to August, we'll start doing more things related to that. Because I'm really excited about that. Seems like a lifetime away right now, but we'll get there, Paige.
April 13, 2024. Breaking news. Amberlynn is not on track. Live react.
I did speak with Dolly, who is the woman who runs Angels of the Amazon, who takes care of the children and the women of that particular region. And she will be back in May because she's in the jungle right now. And also in Lima because she's built a dorm for some of the students that have graduated the school in the jungle, have gotten the opportunity to go to school in the city, which is educationally amazing for them. But she's spending time with them. She built a dorm, I guess, with 5 beds and a room or something. So she's spending time with them to make sure that they can acclimatize to the city. Okay, coming from the jungle. So she'll be back in May after doing that. And she's very open to being interviewed and talking all about Angels of the Amazon and stuff. So I'm really excited to bring that to you. But that'll be in May. If we get a lot of extra donations, we can give them either to Angels of the Amazon or Monkey Island is trying to build something for some kind of monkey. So they're on a little donation thing. Let me just look it up and then we'll get to the,
Okay, so as of April 13, 2024, any extra money over the actual breakfast cost of 346 Canadian dollars, 250 United States dollars was going to go to a charity. Got it. So, when exactly did that change? Let's keep going. July 17, 2024. Tommy is almost here.
It's true. I told you that breakfast for the kids, $250 US, sounds like nothing. $250 US. Well, it was $900 Canadian. It was like a month's rent for me.
Yes, hilarious. Not a dime of that came from your own pocket, so I'm not sure why the exchange rate matters. Thanks for confirming that you only paid them the 250 United States dollars, though. Well, wait, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Maybe she paid them the whole amount? Maybe she just misspoke. August 9, 2024, Amberlynn's latest embarrassing display.
You know, next week, I'm going to take the money that that you guys raised.
Correct, Merc. We raised it, not you, us. For charity, not for you.
And we're going to the middle of the Amazon rainforest, and we're going to take that money and feed a bunch of underprivileged indigenous kids who live in the middle of friggin' nowhere in the jungle. And we're going to make sure that all of the community has a healthy, nutritious lunch, breakfast, that they wouldn't have had if it wasn't for the generosity of this community.
The generosity that was absolutely taken advantage of. See, this video is no longer asking questions. This video is flat out accusing you of keeping the rest of that money. But please continue.
Okay? I mean, I'm lucky enough to be the one that's going there to do it, but it was the generosity of this community that made that possible. So I want to mention that to you guys, because tomorrow we're going to be talking a lot about that. And let's put things in perspective about what's important in the world, right? It's not this. This is fun, but it's not important. You guys did that. Hey, what other community in the Amberverse has done something that cool? I don't know. Wouldn't it be cool if everybody started doing stuff like that? Let's all do stuff like that. Well, I guess Amber does. She donates a lot to Goodwill.
And what do you do, Merc? I mean, other than creating a fundraiser in the name of a charity, then using part of that money for your own trip to the Amazon, so you can then act like you somehow did some great thing by passing them through a small chunk of the money other people gave you for a charity? August 10, 2024, Revisiting Amberlynn and Valentine's Romance, a retro reaction.
Jan says, did I collect enough money to feed the children? Jan, I absolutely did collect enough money to feed the children breakfast. It's not just the children, it's more like the village. The kids come first.
The kids come first. Merc, August 2024.
But it's also the whole village. So your money that you guys donated is going to feed a village in the Amazon rainforest. And I didn't close the fundraiser. I just haven't been pushing it because it wasn't necessary. But it's still open if you would care to make any last-minute donations.
Last-minute donations? But you've hit the goal at this point, so why collect more? Oh, right, you said the extra would go to the charity as well. That's right.
What I'm going to do with any extra money at this point is the women of the region have an artisan store where they weave baskets and things like that, and they weave animals and things. I don't know. I'll know more about it next week. But I think what I'm going to do is buy as much of that stuff from them as I can and bring it home and use it for giveaways for subscribers and members, etc.
Oh, okay. So you changed your mind, then? I mean, still a good cause, but that fundraiser page and your previous videos said the extra would go to charity. Alright, well, it's still a good cause. No one would be mad about you still helping the indigenous people of Peru with the money that was donated for a charity that helps the indigenous people of Peru. As long as the money is all going to the people it's supposed to help, then that's fine. But wait, I don't remember a giveaway.
I thought that'd be nice. So you're donating money, but there's a chance you might get something. And it's such a unique gift, too. So I think that's the new plan. Not the new plan. We're still having breakfast and we're paying for breakfast. And Paige and I will be working like serfs, serving breakfast to everybody.
Wednesday, August 13th, 2025. Miss Tomato Jam has been in the new Discord for some time and decides she's seen and heard enough, and it's time to confront Merc. Various parts of this call and the one the following night will come out later, but for now, we're going to address the parts that are relevant to the fundraiser.
So So the head guy said to me, can you source some of your contacts? Maybe we can do some interviews with them. So I talked to Peru, but they might be a little hesitant now to work with
Why?
me because these fuckheads have been contacting them.
What?
They tried to contact my people in the fucking Amazon.
Like, I know you said your haters emailed him, whatever, but
He emailed me and he said, what is going on? I'm getting all these weird anonymous emails about you.
All these weird, anonymous emails about you. It was one thread of emails. There was an initial email where we asked them if they could confirm receiving the money from the public PayPal fundraiser that indicated it was for Angels of the Amazon. There was a reply from them letting us know they'd look into it, but that they'd have to go through the past year's worth of donations to check. Then, there was a follow-up email to them, giving them your PayPal display name, your real name, your PayPal handle, and your email address to help them find any donations faster. There was a final email 2 days after that, the same day you DM'd MTJ to brag about how Paul contacted you and you told him it was all nonsense, and that you convinced him not to reply to us. Since people get upset about having to read, we'll narrate this DM. Merc. Here's some interesting drama that's not yours. My haters are now contacting Paul, the guy in fucking Peru, with anonymous emails. He just contacted me and asked me what to do about it. How embarrassing. MTJ. Oh my god. Did he forward you the emails? I spent an hour in the assistant principal's office this morning. Merc. No, he just told me briefly what they said, but we've spoken and he knows it's all utter nonsense, so he won't be responding to them. Note that she says here that it's Paul who spoke to her.
what? What email address?
They're saying that you fundraised thousands of dollars for us and but you didn't give us thousands of dollars. It's like, Christ. No,
What?
I did not. I fundraised for my birthday.
Fundraised for your birthday? What? Up until the week before the Amazon trip, as of August 10, 2024, you said the money was going to the indigenous people of Peru. You changed in what way they were getting the money, but it was still going to them. Now it was for your birthday? Why didn't it mention that on the PayPal fundraiser page? It specifically said it was for the children of the Amazon. Not a single mention of you mixing funds and taking some for yourself for your birthday or anything else.
And then I fundraised for the breakfast. And once we met the funds for the breakfast, I stopped the fundraiser and I put a link to your site.
Wait, if you stopped collecting for the fundraiser once you hit the 250 United States dollars, 346 Canadian dollars that you needed for the breakfast, how was there such a large extra amount? And, if you stopped when you had enough for the breakfast, why were you talking about what to do with that extra amount on August 10th, the week before the fundraiser? And why, that same week, in a clip already shown in this video, were you talking about how people could make last-minute donations, and the PayPal fundraiser link was still in the description? Here's a screenshot of the description in the live from August 10, 2024, the week before Merc went to the Amazon. Merc had met the breakfast amount goal long before this. In fact, at this point, she had 1,881 Canadian dollars, which is about 1,364 United States dollars. That's an extra 1,535 Canadian dollars or 1,114 United States dollars. Here's the screenshot of the final fundraiser total again, showing this amount, and a screenshot of the breakdowns in both Canadian dollars and US dollars, so you don't have to do your own math.
On every one of my videos since then, directly to donate to you. And he was like, oh, cool. And he said, no, I get it. This is bullshit. Like, they're not listening to it. But they might be hesitant to work with me now.
Considering how much you lie, and taking into account that they have a link to the PayPal fundraiser showing how much you collected in their name, and how little of that amount you actually gave them, they absolutely should be hesitant to work with you. I'm honestly surprised they would speak to you at all. You collected money in their name, even talking about giving them the extra amount. Then you changed it to say you'd use the extra to buy items from the indigenous people. Okay, still fine. But since you decided to keep it instead, you're going to lie about things you said on your own channel? You're actually going to continue this lie, when there is video evidence? Awfully bold of you, Merc. Charity fraud is a serious crime. Especially when you add in potential charges for it being international and online. But go off, I guess.
Well,
You know? So congratulations for fucking with a charity that does good work.
I'm sorry, who exactly is fucking with a charity that does good work? The people who donated to a fundraiser, thinking it was going to that charity, and who then reached out to that charity to confirm they received those funds. Or the person who organized the fundraiser, gave the charity $250 out of $1,364 and kept the rest? Wild how you lie, spin, gaslight, and think you're entirely justified in your actions. Absolute insanity that you think you have any reason to be upset. You've been caught, Merc. These are the beginnings of the consequences of your actions.
That's what they're doing now.
I would go get those receipts and I'd post that shit up. It would still be on your videos, right?
I don't want to get in the mud with these people. I just don't. And I don't have a lot of receipts because I don't keep screen caps of things my friends say.
No one wants screen caps of things your friends say, Merc. They wanted receipts for the PayPal donation you were supposed to make for the entirety of the amount you collected. Asking for proof that you donated the money you said you would donate is not some sort of off-the-wall request. As someone who organized a fundraiser, you should have been prepared to show a screenshot of those donations. But you can't because you didn't. You robbed people you called your friends, and robbed a charity. How disgusting of a person can you be?
It's just my word against their doctored screen caps. So what am I going to do? I'm not going to get into it.
With
It
their
will never end.
AI enhanced
It will never end if I start
page.
getting it. The best thing I can do is just completely ignore it and have you guys keep deleting comments.
Now, the final video. Thursday, August 14th, 2025. The same day you learned that your last friend from the Discord has been collecting evidence for weeks, all the while knowing how disgusting you really are. How does it feel to find out a friend has been lying to you, Merc?
What difference will that make?
Well, the accusations are pretty like, what? You ring, you're like, what?
Oh, I'm sure they are. I can't hear them. I'll die.
Yeah. No, Fifi, go on.
I can't tell you how fragile I am right now. Like, I can't even function. I'm on the couch sleeping all day.
Your sirens are going off. Woo.
Yeah, they're always going off. So, like, unless I'm going to speak to these accusations, I don't need to hear them.
Charity fraud?
Oh, I know. That's why my fucking chair
tossed around, and I was like, no. I said, don't, there's no fucking way Merc's gonna get the damn receipts. Shut the fuck up. Like, what in the hell? And it didn't even make sense because, I mean, you said that was for the breakfast and for the birthday. So, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when we produce the receipts, you're gonna look pretty stupid.
Yeah, but what receipts? I don't have any fucking receipts.
Oh, you don't have any receipts? So you're again admitting that you didn't donate more than the very small portion of the amount that went to the actual breakfast? Great, thanks for being at least somewhat honest, since you're backed into a corner.
I don't know. I can't help you there.
And the thing is, it's all accusations. They tried to contact the fucking charity, and the charity shut them down.
We didn't try to contact the charity, Merc. We did contact the charity. And the charity didn't shut us down. The charity replied almost a week ago, letting us know that they did not receive the amount shown in the fundraiser that we linked them to, but asked us to please not show their email publicly. Out of respect, we did not. It killed us not to show that bit of evidence. But now it doesn't matter, because you've admitted that you didn't give them all the money and that you have no receipts. So what are you so smug about?
So they don't have anything. Except their mouth.
And who was it? Paul reached out?
Well, his, Edward, his guy, his office guy.
So, was it Paul, or Edward, Merc? You can't even keep your lies straight.
I don't know who that is either.
Well, there's Paul and Dolly run the place, and Edward is their administrative guy who answers all their emails and does all their shit, right? So.
Yep.
He's the one that contacted me, and he was like, what the fuck? This is ridiculous. I said, yeah, it is.
Yes, very believable that someone contacted you from a charity and said, what the fuck? This is ridiculous. It's much more likely that if they contacted you at all, they asked you why the fundraiser in your name said you collected 5 times what you actually gave them. You collected 5 times what you gave them, Merc. You didn't keep just a little bit of it for yourself, which would have still been wrong. You kept most of it. But keep acting like you're the victim here.
What a weird email to wake up to, though. Or, I don't know what time you got it, but, just to get. That's like.
Yeah. No, I was just about vomited. Like, I can't every day they're coming up with something else, so. At this point, I don't care. The only thing, I'm gonna do exactly what Snowflake does, and that is absolutely do not respond to fucking anything.
Pretty sure Snowflake never committed charity fraud. But sure, compare yourself to him, Merc. Again, ignoring something doesn't mean it didn't happen, and doesn't make it go away. You stole from your friends, and you stole from a charity. Nothing you say will undo that.
And then with the whole PayPal charity fundraiser thing, that's a whole thing. Like, what
What a
in
load
the
of shit,
hell
man.
is that?
What a load of shit. Man, these people are insane. Insane.
Like, it's just not adding up.
I mean, I'll take responsibility for talking shit behind people's backs. I did that, for sure. I've never fucking stolen money from anybody. They can go fuck themselves, man.
Spoiler alert. This is not the first or last time Merc has stolen money. But that's for another video.
I spend as much time as I can trying to do good for things and work for charities and shit, man. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like, what the hell? Just like circle back to that charity shit. If you had that shit in the description of your videos, screenshot that shit and say, look, this is where I said it was
For months.
whatever
Ever since
you had said.
we raised the money, I shut down the charity and put their link in my video description. It's been there for years.
For months. For years. The fundraiser was ended on August 20th, 2024. While Merc was in the Amazon. Not months or years before, as she claims. Less than a year ago.
So I don't understand that
I don't either.
aspect of the tech or whatever, but
Well, doesn't that prove to you that they're fucking lying about shit? Come on. They're trying
well,
to twist everything. They're trying to look for shit. Like, they're just, it's insane. It's like Amber.
Well, the one thing you're right about here, Merc, is that someone in this situation is just like Amber. You are absolutely correct, there.